About my vampirism.
Yes?
I've made a decision.
Have you? What is it, Serena?
I want to get cured.
You do?
I've heard Falion, that alchemist back in Morthal, knows about these things.
I know him.
I will need to go away for a while. I'll meet you back home when I'm done.
We're currently in Whiterun, and I slept in my bed in Breezehome last night, alone of course. Serena has gone off to Morthal to speak with Falion, a Redguard mage whom I have met before. She seems to think he has the knowledge of how to cure vampirism. I would have gone with her, but she was determined to do this on her own. That's fine, I suppose, but, you know, I worry for her. Vampire assassins are still out there, and I know she'd prefer to travel by night, as the rays of Magnus do bother her. She's been traveling by day just with me, for me. At night is when those vampire assassins are out and about, though. One nearly killed me just a few days ago in the Reach. Despite that, I did find an interesting letter in my mailbox, one I have been waiting a long time to receive. It was from Hafnar, my brother down in Cyrodiil. Here it goes. Torald, you probably are still that wretched, lying elven scum that you were when I last saw you. Do you still prance around at night under the moons, showing the world your elven lineage with those ears of yours that you are so proud of? My brother Hafnar was always a jerk, but this was his way, at least with me. You ever were trying to get back into the elven line fully by going after those dark elven women. I'm glad that last one I knew about at least had a father with sense enough to reject you. So you sent me this letter just to tell me stories about fighting dragons and being some hero back at home. Has Sheogorath fully taken you? I'll bet you are still drinking yourself to death in some cheap tavern with an elven whore to bed each night. Okay, he's gone a bit far here. If he was nearby, I'd give him a good punch in the face for this. He doesn't even know about Serena and I. Though if she gets cured of vampirism, I won't have to tell him about her being a vampire. If I ever write him or see him face to face again, that is. Back to it. This is painful. Thanks for the shack you so lovingly bequeathed me. When I went to look for it, all I found was a burned-down husk of a place. The local beggars and thieves told me it was Torald Jensen's old home. Soaking wet burnt wood isn't a gift I would have ever given you. Is this a joke? If you really are living in Skyrim again, then why did you leave? I thought you wanted to find your daughter Salonia. Don't you want to go back into elsewhere and find her? Skyrim is on the far end of Tamriel from there, and you won't find her where you are. Are you too afraid to go across the border into the Eldamari Dominion again? You weren't when you got all those Legion soldiers killed. Ugh. Maybe you should go by yourself this time and don't come back without her. Oh, he's asking for it here. I'd work his body over with my fists by now, since this is all he ever understood between us. But my old shack burned down? Must have been on the orders of my mother after I left. She always was vindictive. Back to it. If you really met a woman, I pray to the gods that she's not an elf, or worse, a beast. Maybe a good foul breath, rotting-toothed orc would be good for you. I hear they came from elves too, and it would be fitting if you had a child with one. Enough of this, I don't wish you bad. I hope you are good. Things are good with you. As for adopting a child, Lucia? Sounds like an Imperial, though you always had a love for everything not Nord, you half-Breton oaf. I'm only a quarter, you idiot, and you know it. I don't know what you got up to after being in prison, but after our fight, you and I never saw each other since, and that was over 2 years ago now. Being stationed near Kvatch, I don't get to see much that has gone on in the Imperial City these last few years, but even here we get news about the Civil War in Skyrim, and something about dragons. I've not heard of vampires though, that's a new one. Sounds like a really dangerous place. Many of my fellow Nords I know have gone home to make sure their family is safe and secure, and many Nords have come back with them, since Skyrim is so dangerous. There has been a steady stream of refugees coming south into Cyrodiil since, and I have never seen so many Nords down here as it is now. But most of them are women, children, the old, and the crippled. Those able to fight have actually returned home to stay there, some even leaving the Legion to do so. I'll not have traitors under me, so I always make sure that they are loyal members of the Empire, and not going to join the ranks of those Stormcloak trash. Ulfric is a traitor to the Empire, and if you ever joined his ranks, I'd come north myself to seek you out and kill you. He always was with the threats, which just made me want to hit him more. He knows how I feel about the Empire. Why is he going on about that? If you truly are an adventurer, you better be careful. That is a dangerous life that I would never try to live, not when I have a family of my own that depends on me. If you adopted a little Imperial girl and met a woman, then you also have a responsibility to take care of them. Don't be a fool. Also, I don't want to read any more of this Dragonborn absorbing dragon souls nonsense. If you truly are a Dragonborn, then that would come from Father, who was a true Nord through and through, and not your half-elf mother, whom the gods would never even notice. That would mean that both Father and I would have it in our blood, and we should be able to shout. Though, I have shouted in battle many a time, and while barking orders at my unit, but I have never shouted like the voice of old. You always did make things up to seem more important than me. I'm your full-blooded, older Nord brother, and know what is best for you. All that time studying books with Auntie was a waste. She was funny that way, and all the Nords used to think she wasn't right, taking after that weak elf magic she loves so much. Oh, he's insufferable here. But he always was like this for as long as I can remember. I don't know how his wife stands him, but I do know he loved Auntie too. Alright, back to it. I've just returned home after winning the title of Grand Champion of the arena. I am recognized as the best fighter in all of Tamriel. What have you done with your life, huh? You should be proud for your older brother. Why don't you lay off the drink and whores, and probably skooma too, and come down south to Kvatch and say hello. I could use more praise, especially from those lacking so much worth like yourself. I am the example that you should strive to become. As for Father, well, I won't write anything, but you need to show the gods that you are worthy, just like I have, before they will accept you into Sovngarde, and I am sure you have a lot of work to do in that area. I cannot spend much more time writing something to get through your thick-headed elven brain. Kirsta and our 5 children are all waiting to celebrate the day. Oh, we had a second boy, if you haven't heard. At least my family has something to be proud of here. I feel sorry for your adopted Lucia, who deserves much better than what you could ever give her. Do better in life, brother. Make me, make Father, and the gods proud of you. Lay off the drink so much. Don't think I haven't heard of your drunkenness when you were still down in Cyrodiil. You are an embarrassment. Hafnar. Oh, he needs to be taken out to the river, tied up to a lumber mill wheel, and get punched in the face for an hour every time he comes back up from the water. Anyways, that's my brother. Why I even bother, I don't know. I wrote him a friendly letter trying to make amends, and he sends me back this. Good on him for becoming Arena Grand Champion. But that's nothing up here in Skyrim. If he knew what I was doing, what I am, he'd shut right up, or I'd make him shut up. When I grew up to be nearly his size, I never took any of his nonsense, and he hated that. The fact that I was able to beat him up and even defeat him in sparring again and again when we were down in Cyrodiil, well, I don't think he ever forgave me for it. To him, I was always his weak elven brother he had to take care of. Although after Auntie was found dead, our relationship changed, at least for a few years. He became almost nice to be around, so long as I followed his wishes. He is 5 years older than myself, and it wasn't until I was 18 that I grew taller than him. By then, we lived in Cyrodiil, and he pressured me to join the Legion, of which I did, and I saw less and less of him afterwards. But every time we met, it was like he had to show me who was my better, who was the true Nord. Now I'm glad I see so little of him. I don't think I could take being around him for long. Right now, I just want to forget this letter and him. I'm on the way to get Inigo and Lucien to join with Remiel and Miko so we can then go northeast to where Mercer Frey supposedly is. If he's so powerful being a nightingale, then I will need allies, especially with Saranagon, who is not only my wife and love, but without her, I clearly see now that she is my most capable companion. I'm on my way to Irkingthand, a vast dwarven ruin that supposedly contains the legendary Eyes of the Falmer. Carlia and Brynjolf are waiting for me within. Together we hope to stop Mercer Frey from stealing the eyes and escaping from Skyrim with the skeleton key of Nocturnal. Lucien. Where's Inigo? Oh, right behind you.
What do you need?
Hey, Lucien.
Good to see you.
Follow me. Time to get back on the road.
I know.
Right you
I'll
are.
give you a good polish next time we rest, Scrap.
Are you sure you don't want to sit with me? It's really quite
I'm not
comfortable.
sitting right now. Hello.
Yes, my friend.
Come on, let's get going. Adventure awaits. Go. Follow me.
Come on, legs. We are on the move again.
What is it?
Well, what is it? Blackbriar mead? Did I cook these legs? I'm not sure if I did. Some potato soup. Let's see if, what I can make with what I have right before we get going. Salmon steak, always. Grilled chicken breast. Tomato. I'll save the leeks. No, save the leeks.
You're wonderful.
Tomato soup.
Just like every night.
Then we'll get going. I must have looked different in this nightingale outfit. It's nice to have everybody on horseback. We are missing Lucien, though. Where are you, Lucien? Saber cat down there. Yeah, this is not the outfit that I'd want to wear. Lucien knows where we're going. Before we set out, I always inform them of where we're going on the map. They all have their own maps. Oop. Isn't that Lucien right there? Oop. Notice the wolves.
Run. That one fell funny.
Yeah, get back on Clyde.
Yeah.
Are you having trouble getting on your horse? There you go.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
All right. Let's see. So we're here, pretty much going east. From here. Off the trail. Off the road, I should say. Whoa. That was a big mammoth. That is like the largest mammoth I've ever seen. That's ridiculously big. Alright. Got a giant here. giant camp up ahead.
Faster, steed! Faster!
So this is atop a mountain, is it? Okay. Well, dragons like to be up top of these mountains. Who knows if we'll run into one. Don't see anything yet. Foggy ahead. Well, there is a bit of a path this way, I think. Light of Magnus is coming through. Oh, dragon. Ooh. I kind of wish I wasn't wearing this outfit. It's not as good. It's my regular one. You need some poison, dragon. That's what you want. I'm here to provide it. Ooh. Watch that, whatever it's spewing on me. Ugh. It's green. Come back.
Come on then.
You're right. Take a potion.
Don't worry, your death won't be in vain. Your corpse will be used to further
science. Oof. Vigorous healing. Damage health. Oh. I'd like to get them before they can take off. Where are you going? Don't know if I hit the tree or not.
Scalies.
Right. Poison.
Belly-winged sausage.
Where'd you go, dragon? Is it up here? At least with Inigo I have someone that can... Oof. Ah, don't like that thing. Inigo helps with his bow. Unlike... take this. Ooh. Ah! Take this, dragon. Still spewing its green goop.
Alright, so let's see if they had anything worthwhile.
Another dead dragon. And a word wall, too. Ooh, Daedric arrows. Oh, was not expecting this. I need to take your soul. Talking. And now you're gone. I was not expecting that at all. Nice mask.
Oh,
Lots of treasure to be
sorry,
had.
I was thinking about something.
Dragon hide? Cloak? What word can you teach me? Voice. Throw my voice? The Thume is heard, but its source unknown, fooling those into seeking it out. I wonder if that could help with when I sneak and try to sneak past someone. Ooh. Voice, fool, far. I must have learned the previous words. What is this going to do? Oh. What did that do?
My God!
Cheese brain.
If dragons don't breathe, as the College of Whispers claims, then surely, if we keep killing them, eventually, they should run out. Wishful thinking?
No, that's probably true. But am I actually... Well, I'm taking their souls. How many dragons have there been, though? Vigorous Magico. Alright, this is not what we came up here for, though. Where's my horse? Where we're going is a little further to the east of here. Princess. Do miss Serena. It was the first time we've been apart since we... Well, at least since we got married.
We are going to have some fun today, yes?
I hope so. Hey, don't push me! Lucian. I think what we're looking for is down there. Wow, we went up the wrong way. Right. We're going to a Dwemer ruin, I think. We've got to make our way down here. And, then go into the front entrance, I guess. But for the time being... I mean, we got rid of another dragon, right? Well, that was a good thing. I only know the general direction. What? What is that? Oh, it's a shrine to Julianos. Okay. This is the god of mages, right? So, hear me, Julianos. Help me with my study of magic, so I may be more proficient and help the people of this world. Thank you. Let's ride. Can I go down? Unless I want to die, no. Ow. Might be able to go down this way. Looks like it. There's a big giant camp down there. They sure know how to get those fires going. Ooh, is that a white mammoth? Looks like it. Whitish. My map says this is Tumble Arch Pass. Don't really want to fight with mammoths or giants, so let's just keep going. I believe we're really close. I think this is the place. You're a brave one out here. This is the bandit. Oh, I didn't even... I was wondering what was hitting me. Stop taking potions. Whoa.
But I was just wondering.
Oh, this is a lot of bandits. Wow. We really ran into a lot of bandits.
Gonna die for that.
Oh, stop drinking potions. Come on.
Couldn't just give us gold, could you? Guess we'll
We are surrounded by many bandits. I don't think I've seen this many, actually.
They can take me on.
give me your best shot, Runs.
You cannot stand up to Dragonborn. Skeever? Oof.
Pay for that. I'll mount your head on my wall.
This is why you can't fight and win against the Dragonborn. So many of them. We're just outside a Dwemer ruin. Not some kind of bandit fortress, but maybe they've turned it into one.
Pay for this. Just die already, bastard.
How do we get through these? Ah.
Let's see what you got.
Wasn't sure which way that was going to go.
Well, it was pretty tough. So, Chill Rend. That's my left-handed sword. It is an improvement over my previous weapon. Ooh, more meat. Which I gave to, did I not give it to my wife, Serena? I think I did, yes. Swift Shock. Serena now has it. It's improvement over what she had, and I think I took what she had and gave to Remio. These are not very wealthy bandits. Pearls. Yeah, I came in here thinking, oh, it's just somebody that's maybe living here, like a hunter, which you see a lot throughout Skyrim. Turns out the place has like 20 bandits that we had to get through. And they defended it viciously. Oh, that's you, Miko. Well, I'll take your potion. Ultimate healing potion.
Even when far apart from each other.
Gold. Scroll of Mayhem. What will this? Skeever has Potion of Healing on it. Ultimate Stamina. Okay. Must have been loaded up the outside the Skeever with a pack. Let's see. Amethyst, lockpick.
Incredible how long all this has lasted. Maybe if I can mimic how these machines are built, it might make scrap a bit tougher.
Oh. Yeah. I forgot about taking to the Dwemer Ruins. I guess this place counts as one. But we have to go in and face off against Mercer. And I don't know how to go in. I think we have to go up somehow. Oh, right here. Woof. Looking up. Oh, I should be looking down. Maybe he hired or paid for all these. Vital healing. These bandits to be here? To cover his track? They could have.
Hey, Lucy.
Ruby. Brief invisibility? I don't really need... I mean, these are good potions, but I don't really need all of them. Green apple. Can I not... get a couple of those frozen green apples? Alright, Mercer, where did you go? We're also meeting up with Brynjolf and Carlia, so this is going to be a lot of people. Maybe too many. But I do know that just Miko and Remio, they're not very good when it comes to combat. Here it is. What?
Do you think the farmer have inns down here? Probably
Inns?
not.
Doubt it. Maybe they did at one point, but we can't use them anymore. Oh yeah, there's this Nord that was shooting arrows at me. Had a Daedric arrow on it? Or is that... No, that couldn't have been for me because I was using lightning. Well, what arrows could I use? You know what, we'll finish up the lightning arrows. I did get more arrows recently, so... That's where we came up. Not sure if this is the right place to go. This looks like the... Somebody made makeshift walkways and stairs for us.
Of all the monsters in Tamriel, I find the Falmer some of the scariest. I think it's the way they almost look like people.
Oh, okay. Looks like we're going up one more level. Nice amulet. Probably worth a lot. Good frost resistance. Magicka regeneration. Very nice. Worth a lot. I don't know about your horse following us everywhere, Remio. That's a little odd. Careful, this is not safe. Slippery. I think we found where we're going.
The gods of reason and logic.
All I heard is God's reason and logic. Reason and logic, that's the way the Dwemer lived. That was their culture, their thinking. Not like us today. Oh. Alright. Y'all gonna stay here, alright? I'm going to go in alone. Brynjolf and Carlia are waiting inside for me, but I did need your help with this battle. So I'll see you soon. Be nice if I had at least one come in and help, but guess I've got to do this alone. What's this? Dwarven Defender. I'll take the Dwarven Oil. There's bodies down there. More bandits. Is it possible that Mercer came through here already and killed bandits? I don't know. I'm trying to piece it together. I do know that Carlia and Brynjolf are supposed to be waiting for me. It was a tough walk. Nice staff of fireballs. Stream healing. Almost missed the orc. Almost stepped on the orc. I'm hearing noises. Hey. Ugh, missed me. You alright?
How can shadows kill? Impossible. Nothing can move like that. Impossible.
What happened?
Everything went dark. I didn't even hear anyone scream. Just felt the blade enter my side.
Did you see who it was?
Came out of the shadows. Didn't even have a chance to draw.
Bandits dying in front of me from somebody else killing them. I guess that's it's a thing I'll have to get used to. Bit of an attractive woman. Too bad she's dead. Alright, Bandit, what do you have on you? Nothing. Well, it sounds like Mercer is using perhaps invisibility, or maybe this is part of his ability as a nightingale. Sounds very dangerous, actually. You can't even see him coming and he just stabs you. It's very, very bad. This area is blocked off. One sword is hot, one sword is cold. See, the difference is, though, at night, my Dunfang turns cold. So they'll both be cold at night. So we have traps all over the place. We have someone striking from shadows, being unseen. Maybe it's good if my companions are not here. I don't really need much of anything. I hear something. I must be hearing that over there. Movement. I'm surrounded. Yeah, don't need any of these. You know what, though? This, I think I should take its Sledgehammer of Arcing. Really heavy, though. Ah, where did you come from? Kelsamo once wanted something like that. And by the time I got to him, I had sold it. Ah. It's a lot of fighting. Right, I want to find a weapon of arcing. Ooh, greater. But not a heavy one like that. These are heavy. Maybe I'll just take one. Now what? It's coming. Oh. I know Remio and Lucy really like it in here. Really? Where are you all coming from? That's a bit much. Ooh, fire. Oh, this is interesting. You know what? I'm going to take a potion. Resist fire. I'm going to shout my way, probably right into the middle of the next one, spewing out fire, but...
What?
Yeah. No! Why? I got singed a bit, but not that much. What a weird place. I've never seen traps like that. Got to go down back into it. Oh, there's a gate there. You know what? Just move along with it. try to, at least. Ah, something was shocking me. Where are you? Oh, ice arrow. Right, what is shocking me now? Ah! Oh, I felt the cold from that. It's not bandits, it's these automatron things. Animunculi. Just lots of them. Plentiful healing. Well, maybe I'll take it. Watch out for traps. Whoa, weird place to have a chest. On the side of the wall? Gold Tribunal mask. Ooh, I can do alchemy here. I don't really need to do something like that right now. Ah, it probably takes me where I want to go. Oh, you know what? I could have opened this. Oh, this is like a master lock. I found out where you go to open it, but you just have to get it just right. Ah, really close. Maybe a bit more. No. Really close. Oh, so close. Can taste it. Ah. Ah, got it. Well, that's good practice for me. There's another one up there. If I could, one shot kill. Those are always nice. So I take it we go up there. What's this way? Other than the stupid spider thing. I don't want anything. There's a chest. Circlet of alchemy. I do like the fact that I never have to recharge this bow, but on the other hand, it's only so powerful, and eventually I'll probably kind of grow past it, I guess I mean to say, where I won't need it anymore. We went down deep. Oh, here you are. You left all the fun for me upstairs. Did you guys just sneak past it all? Typical thieves. And here I am, the thief warrior, where I sneak and fight past it all.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too late.
Those bandits back there.
Brynjolf and I found them like that. Mercer's doing. We have to catch up to him before it's too late.
I'm ready, let's go.
We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if he's left behind a few surprises for us.
You're right, Brynjolf.
Crime is one thing. Murder is another. Mercer will answer for this.
So, what are the eyes of the Falmer?
A few years before Mercer murdered Gallus, the guild took in a thief who specialized in dwarven antiquities. The thief had broken into a nobleman's home somewhere in Windhelm and made off with a small figurine of a snow elf with crystalline eyes.
A snow elf?
Aye. That's what the Falmer were known as long ago, before they became the blind monstrosities they are today. When Gallus took one look at this statue, he knew it was something special. He took it right up to Enther at the College of Winterhold. Didn't take long for Enther to find a book in the college's library that told of Irkingthand and a great statue with gemmed eyes within.
So the eyes of the Falmer are gems?
not just ordinary gems. They are said to be flawlessly cut and as big as a man's head. Can you imagine how much they're worth?
Yeah, lots.
Gallus and Mercer spent the better part of a month infiltrating Irkingthand, but the dwarves had protected the place far too well. There were just too many obstacles blocking the way. The plans were shelved, and the rest is history.
Do you think Mercer knows we're here?
The lass seems to think old Mercer is pulling a fast one on us, leading us here and letting the dwarven constructs wear us down. I've learned to trust her lead at this point. After all, we Nightingales need to stick together, eh?
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. You've always been the most reliable one in the guild.
I saw this is trapped. Wonder what would happen if I triggered it. Simple trap. Well, somebody's definitely been here. May have been a long time ago, though. Oh, another gate. Is that a gem I see over there? Another gate to unlock. A lot of traps, a lot of things you need to unlock. It's like it's made for thieves. Ooh. Well, the amethyst here. I'll take the gold. There's a sapphire chest. Well, these things are worth a lot. I don't really need... I mean, how much do I have? Almost 200,000. What is this yellow one? Elixir of strength.
Wait a minute. What's that?
What?
It's Mercer. Look, down there.
I'm on it.
Oh, I see. Right ahead. Is it him? Wait, no, that's a Falmer.
Damn it. There's no way through.
I'm not looking at the right spot. Where do you see him?
He's toying with us. He wants us to follow.
Aye, lass. And
I
we'll
see
be
him
ready
now.
for him.
Oh,
Let's
he
keep
killed the
moving.
farmer, I guess. I missed that. He killed the farmer and kept on moving. At least I know that. Well, I can kind of strike from the shadows too, because my bow makes you go invisible. We've got Falmer ahead. I know we saw that one we killed, but... just get ready for them. It's one of their huts.
Look at the size of this place. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life, lass?
Can't say that I have. Imagine the riches hidden within these walls.
Reminds me of the... was it Blackreach underneath? Oh, I was about to say we probably don't need to sneak. Sorry about that. All right. Take its ear. Choked. There's another one. Can't really see through here. There's another one over here. It's over this way. Oh, there's another Falmer about. I just heard it. Alright. An ale. What crab legs? Well, that'll take too long to eat. Something quick. Salmon steak. It would be hard to line that up if one was down there. Do I have to get on the other side? Oh, it's not really hurting it. Whew, all right. Is it one of their beds? Alright, how do we open up this one now? Whoa, whoa. That is not good. I can only look around. They're keeping skeevers in there. I'll just leave those. Please don't push me. Something has to open this up. Maybe if we go to the other side. I mean, logic and reason, right? Like I heard Ramiel say right when I was entering here. I would think that they would have... Here, I was right. Another lever here. Well, that is working. But... well, we went around the... I'm confused. I thought I saw Mercer going in here. Clearly he did not, unless he was able to collapse that thing behind him, which I'm sure we would have all heard. And we heard nothing like that. There's another one nearby. That didn't do anything. I think there's one up there. I can't see anything. Oh. Maybe it's limited time.
What?
Because now this one is going the other side, which I just turned on, is no longer going. Ignore the farmer. They're both going now. Please open up. It opened. Whoa. This may close. Come on. I don't know where that farmer was. I heard it. Spiders and traps. Another farmer. Let's see if I can't backstab. So I'll need muffle. What if I use that shout, that new shout? Let's try to get this right. Throw voice. But wouldn't I do this if it's looking for me?
Looks like we can take the low road or the high road across this chamber. Your choice.
We say go for the high road. I don't know what this is going to do. It might clue in that to us. Clue in that we're here somewhere. I think I just alerted them all. Called the Malamouth. Oh, this reminds me of that other travel cavern. What is that? Please don't collapse on us. That would be really bad. Not even the Dragonborn can survive that. Oh, it's just sitting there. Well, I stabbed it, but apparently it was not good enough.
Got the message.
Right. We have to go up that way. see another one.
I think they got the message.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's... For a moment there, I thought it was one of Serana's conjurings. Or bringing it back to life.
That's why I'm the best.
Oh! Ow. That hurt my ankle. Right. I think they're really good at hearing, so if you're running around... Ooh, just got hit. And another one. Got it. Where's the other one? You hear it? Oh, I see it. Missed. Got it. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't have many of those arrows left, though.
The entire tower collapsed.
The only reason he'd do that would be to block pursuit. It must be Mercer. We'll have to find another way around.
Mercer was able to knock this thing down. Gods.
It's the key, Brynjolf. In his hands, there's no telling what he's capable of.
Really? That key is that powerful? My sword needs charging already. Not Duskfang. I pretty much never have to charge Duskfang. But this Chillrend. So let's see. Do I have any? Let's leave it. Well, my sword is now cold, so it must be night out. Magnus has gone down. Watch out for traps. This almost looks like a room where we can be ambushed. I think it may carry on to the right, though. Oh, interesting place. I think I've ever seen anything like this. Scroll of Detect Life, can sell it, doesn't weigh much. Empty chest, he's been here. Oh! Scrolls of Detect Life. What if he is invisible? This might work to find him. I don't know if I even have that spell, actually. I might. Detect Life. Yeah, I do have that spell. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Probably should get practice with it. What school is it? I was going to say mysticism, but I think it's alteration. Mysticism went out. Yeah, there's Detect Life scrolls all over the place. Ultimate healing. He might even be in... No, he can't be in this room. We would see him with the Detect Life. Ugh. That's a nasty looking skeever. I never eat these things. Well, that's not exactly true. I had a few when first came to Skyrim. They're just basically giant rats. Where are you, Brynjolf? see 2 things. I didn't realize that Detect Life went that far, actually. 2 Falmer. Didn't we come this way?
Short bones. Look at that monstrosity.
It's a dwarven centurion.
You've never seen
Very
one.
tough and very deadly.
We can take the beast on or sneak around. It's your call, lad. We're right behind you.
There's just 2 Falmer here. We can try sneaking around. Where are we trying to go? Maybe that way? You know what? This is where we first saw him. Oh, okay, that's why I was confused. So, we had to go through a whole different area. Look, down there, I think these things are going to open up and those flying things come out. I really don't like them. Hold on. Sneak. Oh, they're going to fight it. They can be my guest. We have to go this way. Oh, they've already taken care of it. Alright, we've got to fight. Sorry, Carlisle. This is one reason why I don't like just running past my enemies, sneaking, because if they detect you, then you're in for a much larger fight than you otherwise would be. I like to take them out as I go through it.
Wait, I hear something. You heard something.
Another one. That's you with your arrows, Carlia. Oh no, wait. Children can, paralyze. I know she paralyzed me. Just thought maybe she'd be doing all her arrows. Maybe she has a bow that's enchanted with that, but I have a sword. Children does that, and that was half the reason why I wanted it. That's a very powerful... Just missed me. That's a very powerful enchantment. I don't see that too often, actually. We got to go that way, so we got to go this way to get that way. This thing's destroyed. As I said, I don't really need anything. I don't mind taking some of their ears, though. I think I can make poisons out of them. So many different ingredients go into everything. Didn't get me. Missed it. Farmer ahead. Detect dead. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Detect life. There's a spider over there. Yeah. Not exactly a backstab, but it was close.
I bring death from
Ow.
the shadows.
This is not a bad group. Carlia stands back with her bow. Brynjolf attacks with swords like me. Oh, he's got, like daggers. Daedric daggers?
This is where we saw Mercer.
Yeah.
We must be getting close.
I hope so. Deeper and deeper into this place. doors down. That's odd.
The stench. This place reeks of Falmer.
This must be their hive. We'll have to keep silent if we want to avoid drawing their attention.
Well, I've seen Falmer and the Animunculi fighting against each other. They don't get along very well. So yes, we'll keep on going. Stifle my cough. Dusty down here. And it does stink, but I got used to that smell. Oof! Got shocked out of that. Falmer trap. Brynjolf, where are you? Another one of these stores. This is... Novice can handle that. All these things always spinning and moving. I don't even know what they do. Nothing here. Alright, let's spell. It's got good range. I think that's 2 Falmer ahead. See through the walls. I mean, that's really good. What does this lever do? Find out. Oh, that was good.
Even the farmer don't deserve the pain these implements must have inflicted.
I don't know about that.
Dwarves were a cruel race.
I don't have any sympathy for these Falmer. They enslave, torture, and eat people. These last words? What does that say? Excuse me. I am a little tired. Getting late. These last words. Nobody thought they were real, but I've seen them. The eyes of the snow elves. The dwarves thought they took them from the Falmer, but they themselves were fooled. A statue built in secret by the slaves. The eyes burn into you, and I see them even now. Srafa escaped. That must be a Khajiit. Escaped through the collapsing tunnel, but he'll never escape what we've seen. Men will never believe him, and he'll be driven mad by the knowledge that he'll never see them again. But I may yet see them again before I die. What, did you come back? There's Rut. Dwarven dagger. Oh, this is nice because, yes, it got rid of both Falmer. You hear that? Somebody's mining. Tall and thin, not crouched over. That must be regular people. At least this one. There's 5. I'm getting a little tired. Where's the fire coming from? Right, don't step on these things. I stepped on that one. What did I just say?
There's a mass of the farmer in this chamber. We can sneak through or take them down. I don't care. As long as we get to Mercer.
Take them down.
Aye. Whatever you want to do, we're with you.
Safer bet is to just take them down.
The darkness draws nearer.
Oh! Why are you fighting for the Falmer? This is a lot of them. Oh, by the gods, this is a lot. Extreme healing. Paralysis. Take that.
I hardly felt a thing.
Darkness.
There's a lot of fighting. I am amazed that these people are standing. I mean, they did that down in that Blackreach place too. Why? Why would you side with the... They must be their servants. Got blindfolds on. They're basically slaves, right? Ooh, didn't mean to. This is must be one of their beds. I need some alcohol. I'm getting tired and stressed at this. Ale. 2 ale. Right, feel better. Very, very foggy down here. Misty, I guess. Means it's cold. When cold and hot come together, doesn't that create fog? And moisture, I mean. Cold moisture.
The water rushing through these pipes. We must be beneath a lake.
I think so. Very moist in here. Lots of humidity. Two more Falmer ahead. I always tell because they're crouched over.
Who's there?
Enough games. Let's end it.
Well, now they all know we're here. Maybe. That doesn't matter. They can take this. Wake them all up.
That's what happens when you cross the guild.
Darkness.
Right. Oof. That is a big spider egg. And I don't want to be here. Oh, these things I really don't like.
No mercy.
Oh!
Burden of sacrifices.
Ugly thing. I have to charge this sword again. How much further do we have to go, Mercer? Oh, there's another one over there. So I'm going to sneak up behind it. That's how it's supposed to go. Ooh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, just as I was getting warmed up.
Those were the two we saw ahead.
He's close. I'm certain of it. We must prepare ourselves.
Then this is it. We do this for Gallus and for the guild.
With any luck, this will be Mercer's final day alive.
I hope.
Aye. There will be blood today. I can promise you that.
There will be blood. Well, this is it. You guys are coming, right?
He's here.
Oof.
And he hasn't seen us yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's getting by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Carlisle, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me?
He's got the gem. Oof.
When Brynjolf brought you before me, I could feel a sudden shift in the wind. And at that moment, I knew it would end with one of us at the end of a blade.
Give me the key, Mercer.
What's Carlisle been filling your head with? Tales of thieves with honor? Oaths ripe with falsehoods and broken promises? Nocturnal doesn't care about you, the key, or anything having to do with the guild.
I don't care about Nocturnal. It's not about Nocturnal, this is personal.
Revenge, is it? Have you learned nothing from your time with us? When will you open your eyes and realize how little my actions differ from yours? Both of us lie, cheat, and steal to further our own end.
He's got a Daedric bow. The difference is I still have honor. I would never have done this to anybody in my guild.
It's clear you'll never see the skeleton key as I do, as an instrument of limitless wealth. Instead, you've chosen to fall over your own foolish code.
If anyone falls, it will be you.
Then the die is cast, and once again my blade will taste nightingale blood. Carlisle, I'll deal with you after I rid myself of your irksome companion. In the meantime, perhaps you and Brynjolf should get better acquainted.
Shut your mouth.
I can't stop myself.
What?
Fight it, Brynjolf. He's taken control of you.
Just saw him.
I can't.
He's invisible. And this is why...
You're pathetic!
Really? You're the one that's going to die. Okay, stop this madness. Die, Mercer. This whole place... Ooh. Oh, he's stacked with stuff. Daedric bow. You know, I was just talking about having to replace my bow, perhaps. I've never come across a Daedric bow. Targets... It burns the targets and then take on extra fire damage. You know what? I could give this to... perhaps Inigo? Fragments of Mercer's journal. Grab it while I can. Glass arrows... 800 gold. Left eye of the Falmer. Looks like a big egg. Pink egg. Right eye of the Falmer. Ruby. The skeleton key.
Skeleton key and the eye, and let's get out of here.
No luck there, lass. Something must have fallen on the other side of the door because it isn't moving.
We have to find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
Oh great, look at it fill up. It's coming fast too. I mean, I am the Dragonborn, but... well, I don't know what to do. Need to escape Irkingthand before the place collapses around me. I've recovered the skeleton key of Nocturnal from his corpse. Perhaps if the water comes up, I can swim out. Oh, this is a danger I cannot fight. I've got to survive it. Water is really high. sure where to go. Through a pipe. It's got to get up higher. No going out that way. What if I shout at this? Ah. Oof, 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 oof. Ow, ow. Come on, we got to get out. All right. I could use more of a drink. My wine. All right, we made it. The water is still coming up. You did say there was an underground lake that we went under, so it probably collapsed on us. That's why it filled up so fast. Before we continue, I would like to see Mercer's notes. Where is it? I've got so many to look through. Let me look through this. Found it. Fragment of Mercer's journal. Once I've taken the eyes of the Falmer, it seems I must return to the Twilight Sepulchre, one way or another. Isn't that the way to go to see Nocturnal? The skeleton key would have been a useful thing that allows me to unlock my limitless potential, but without using it to absorb the Ebonmir's power. Ebonmir? It is little beyond a lockpick that does not break. The guild thinks I've betrayed them? Far from it. Once I've stolen the Ebonmir's power with the skeleton key, the so-called thieves' luck will be bound to our world forever. Mostly to me, of course. The guild is free to make do with it as they will. But I would be long gone with all my gold and power. The eyes of the Falmer are nothing compared to the heist I will undertake at the heart of Nocturnal's very domain. That's interesting. You know what? I don't want to wear this outfit anymore. I am not a nightingale. I will never serve Nocturnal. Never agreed to that. Then where's my gloves? Back to my old self.
I can't believe it. That beautiful statue. Doomed to a watery grave.
Sorry, Remio. Oh, I'm getting tired. Yes, Carlia?
I
What
can't
now?
believe it's over. 25 years in exile, and just like that, it's done. All that remains is to ensure the safe return of the skeleton key.
I have a different plan about the skeleton key.
After everything we've been through, you'd walk the path of Mercer?
No. I don't want to be like Mercer. We can use the key to free all nightingales, including you and Gallus's soul.
Being a nightingale is a mutually beneficial transaction. It's not a prison to be freed from.
How has Nocturna rewarded your loyalty, then?
She gave me a chance to prove my worth again.
Is what she offered you truly worth an eternity as her slave?
Things are not what they seem to be.
Well, why don't you tell me? We can restore our luck without returning the key. Show her Mercer's notes.
I can't believe that. No matter what you want to do, the key's true power can only be unlocked at the Twilight Sepulchre. One way or another, you will have to return the key to Nocturnal. I hope you'll come to your senses when we meet again there. Until then, I must think.
Give me your bow. I don't understand why you won't come with me.
I've been a nightingale for a very long time. I sold my allegiance to Nocturnal in exchange for many profitable years of thieving. Falling in love with Gallus was wrong. It was a distraction that allowed the sepulchre to be desecrated, and it likely cost him his life. Until the key is returned, I will never set foot inside that place again.
Falling in love is never wrong. Have you considered not returning the skeleton key?
Just give me some time. I must think.
Right, tell me about the conduit inside Sepulchre. The Sepulchre.
Conduit to Nocturnal's realm, the realm of Evergreen, has been in Skyrim, well, longer than recorded history. The Twilight Sepulchre was constructed around it by Man and Mer in order to shield it from those who would exploit its power. It's through this conduit that we're given Nocturnal's greatest gift, our luck. What she gains in return is a complete mystery.
Your soul forever? What's the story with this pilgrim's path?
Even though Nocturnal doesn't desire worship in the traditional sense, the Twilight Sepulchre propagated a small group of priests. Of course, they'd never come into direct contact with Nocturnal, but they insisted they had her favor. As part of their duties, the priests created all sorts of baseless rituals and ceremonies, all on Nocturnal's behalf.
This didn't interfere with the Nightingales.
These priests weren't a threat to the Skeleton King, or the conduit to Nocturnal's realm, so they were tolerated. One of their ceremonies involved the Pilgrim's Path, a so-called test of worthiness. If a pilgrim was able to complete the path, it was said that they would live forever in Twilight. What that means is anyone's guess.
Alright then. Hopefully I'll see you there, Carlia. Brynjolf.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it then. I've got to find a place to sleep. Well, we've returned home, and looking on my map, to go to this place is the Twilight Sepulchre. It's in the Falkreath hold, so... I mean, there's a lot of things around the area that I've been asked to do as well. That and, so many are in Solitude. But pretty much, now that I think of it, there's not much else when it comes to area by area, or hold by hold, I should say, that I have to do. The bulk of it are, other tasks, say, by the guilds or other people just asking for help, and areas in Falkreath, and Hafnar, which is Solitude. So pretty much everything else is done. Doesn't mean I don't have a lot to do, and don't forget about going to Solstheim. I mean, that's... However, so it is down there. We have Miko, and Lod lives, Hod. Is it Hod or Lod? He lives in Falkreath. We're going to deliver Miko to him. And then we can go to the Twilight Sepulchre, and maybe finish what was in the area. I was given tasks and I forget what they were. It was so long ago. But you know what? The Falkreath area is a beautiful area. And I said that I wanted to start a home in this area. So maybe it's a good time to do that. We'll go to Falkreath, drop off Miko, then go west to this Twilight Sepulchre. Hopefully Serrano will be back any day. We slept during the night. It's actually almost lunchtime. And, yeah. I'm back in Breezehome. But I have a book that I've been wanting to get to. Didn't I find this in Mercer's place? It's a strange book. I'm not sure if it was Mercer's place or had something to do with the Thieves Guild anyways. Red something? Red Rising? I also have the Rising Threat 1, 2, and 3 I want to read. I've got lots of books to read. Red... Oh. Why can't I see it? Stuff is always getting mixed up. I thought I said... Oh, Red Kitchen Reader. There's something about thievery. By Simokos Kuo. I have no... Simocles. Oh. Okay, so that's, it's an imperial name. Though naturally modest, I must admit to some pleasure in being dubbed by our emperor's father, the late Pelagius IV. Oh, this is going back centuries. As the finest connoisseur in Tamriel. He was also good enough to appoint me the first, and to this day, the only master of cuisine in the imperial court. Unless he's an elf with an imperial first name. Other than emperors, of course, had master chefs and cooks in their staff, but only during the reign of Pelagius was there someone of rarefied taste to plan the menus and select the finest produce to be served at court. His son Uriel requested that I continue in that position, but I was forced to graciously decline the invitation because of age and poor health. This book, however, is not intended to be an autobiography. Well, I don't think this person's been alive for a long, long time. Because if they were of poor health and age back then, I think we're talking about 3 centuries or more. I have had a great many adventures in my life as a knight of fine dining. Oh, what is that? But my intention for this book is much more specific. Many times I have been asked, what is the best thing you ever ate? The answer to that is not a simple one. Much of the pleasure of a great meal is not only in the food, it is in the setting, the company, the mood. Eat an indifferently cooked roast or a simple stew with your one true love, and it is a meal to be remembered. Actually, that's true. Have an excellent 12-course feast with dull company while feeling slightly ill, and it will be forgotten or remembered only with distaste. Sometimes meals are memorable for the experiences that come before them. Do you call yourself a knight of fine dining? I guess everybody gets a title for something, but this is about the most weak knight I can ever imagine. You're not a knight at all. You just gave yourself that silly title to make yourself sound more important than you are. All you do is eat and measure how well the meals were. People with too much time and money, I guess. Fairly recently in northern Skyrim I had a bit of bad luck. I was with a group of fishermen, observing their technique of capturing a very rare, very delicious fish called Merengar. The fish is found only far from shore, so it was a week's voyage out beyond civilization. Well, we found our school of Merengar, but as the fishermen began spearing them, blood in the water attracted the family of Dreg, who capsized the boat and everyone on it. Miko, you're getting in the way. Get down, Miko, down. Down, Miko. I managed to save myself, but the fishermen and all our supplies were lost. Sailing is not, alas, a skill I have picked up over the years, and it took me 3 weeks with no provisions to find my way back to the Kingdom of Solitude. Really? Huh. Wow. I had managed to catch enough small fish to eat raw, but I was still delirious from hunger and thirst. The first meal I had on shore of Nordic roast boar, Jasbay wine, and yes, fillet of Merengar would have been excellent under any circumstances, but because of the threat of starvation I had faced, it was divine beyond words. Yes, I know when you're really hungry and you finally get something even half decent, it does taste really good. Sometimes meals are even memorable for the experiences that follow them. In a tavern in Falinesti, I was introduced to a simple peasant dish called kalapi. Isn't Falinesti and, what's the, that wood elves, the wood elf place. Valenwood, that's right. Called kalapi? Delicious little balls of flesh, thick with spices and juice. So savory I asked the proprietress whence they came. Oh, you know, sometimes they eat people. At least that's how the stories go. I hope this wasn't some Mer or man. Mother Pascost explained that the Kalapi were an arboreal rodent that fed exclusively on the most tender branches of the grat oak, and I was fortunate enough to be in Valenwood at the time of the annual harvest. I was invited to join with a small colony of Imga monkeys, who alone could gather these succulent little mice, because they lived only on the slenderest branches of the trees and only on the ends of those same branches. The Imga had to climb beneath them and jump up to pick the Kalapi from their perches. Imga are, of course, naturally dexterous, but I was... Dexterous? Yes, but I was then relatively young and spry, and they let me help them. While I could never jump as high as they could, with practice I found that if I kept my head and upper body rigid and launched off the ground with a scissors-like kick, I could reach the Kalapi on the lowest branches of the tree. I believed I gathered 3 Kalapi myself, though with considerable effort. To this day I salivate at the thought of Kalapi, but my mind is on the image of myself and several dozen Imgas leaping around beneath the shade of the grat oaks. Then, of course, there are the rare meals, memorable for what came before, after, and during the meal, which brings me to the funniest thing I ever ate, the meal that began my lifelong obsession with excellent cuisine. As a child growing up in Shadenhall, I did not care for food at all. I recognized the value of nutrition, for I was not a complete dullard, but I cannot say that mealtime brought me any pleasure at all. Partly, of course, this was the fault of my family's cook, who believed that spices were an invention of the Daedra, and that good Imperials should like their food boiled. Eek. Yeah, I know, they like to eat like that. Textureless and flavorless. Though I think she was alone in assigning a religious significance to this, my sampling of traditional Cyrodiilic cuisine suggests that the philosophy is regrettably common in my homeland. Though I did not enjoy food per se, I was not a morose, unadventurous child in other respects. I enjoyed the fights in the arena, of course, and nothing made me happier than wandering the streets of my town, with my imagination as my only companion. It was on one such jaunt on a sunny Friday in mid-year that I made a discovery that changed my heart and my life. There were several old abandoned houses down the street from my old home, and I often played around them, imagining them to be filled with desperate outlaws or haunted by hundreds of evil spirits. I never had the nerve to go inside. In fact, had I not that day seen some other children who had delighted in teasing me in the past, I would never have gone in. But I needed a sanctuary, so I ran into the closest one. The house seemed to be as desolate on the inside as on the outside, further proof that no one lived there, and had not for some time. When I heard footsteps, I could only assume that the loathsome little urchins I hoped to avoid had followed me in. I escaped to the basement, and from there past a broken-down wall that led to a well. I could still hear the footsteps above, and I decided that I was still loath to confront my tormentors. Knocking aside the rusty locks on the well, I slipped down below. Ooh, you could drown, boy. The well was dry, but, I discovered it was far from empty. There was a sort of sub-basement to the house. 3 large rooms that were clean, furnished, and evidently not abandoned at all. My senses told me this sounds like Thieves' Guild stuff. Someone was living in the house, after all. Not only my sense of sight, but my sense of smell. For one of the rooms was a large red-painted kitchen, and spread out on the coals of the oven was a roast carved into small morsels, passing a beautiful and appropriate bas-relief of a mother carving a roast for her grateful children. I beheld the kitchen and the wonders within. Like I said, food had never interested me before, but I was transfixed, and even now as I write this, words fail me in describing the rich aroma that hung in the air. It was like nothing I had ever smelled in my family's kitchen, and I was unable to stop myself from popping one of the steaming chunks of meat into my mouth. The taste was magical, the flesh tender and sweet. Before I knew it, I'd eaten everything on the stove, and I learned that very second the truth that food can and should be sublime. After gorging myself and having my culinary epiphany, I was conflicted on what to do. Part of me wanted to wait down in that red kitchen until the chef returned, so I could ask him what his secret recipe was for the delicious meat. Part of me recognized that I had stolen into someone's house and eaten their dinner, and it would be wise to leave while I could. That is what I did. Time and again I've tried to return to that strange, wonderful place, but Shadenhall has changed over time. Old houses have been reclaimed and new houses abandoned. I know what to look for on the inside of the house: the well, the beautiful etching of a woman preparing to carve out a roast for her children, the red kitchen itself, but I have never been able to find the house again. After a while, as I grew older, I stopped trying. It is better as it remains in my memory, the most perfect meal I ever ate. The inspiration for my life that followed all was cooked up together with that fabulous meat right there in the red kitchen. Well, that is an interesting story. But I will still never get over that Knights of the Culinary Arts, or whatever he called himself. Miko, I have a new home for you to go to, and we're going to pretty much head right there. Inigo, Lucian, mistook you as one of these. They were almost the same, similar colors. Alright, so we're going to head out, eat while you can, and we will go to the Falkreath area. This video was a bit of a pain to complete, more so in the recording because of Bethesda bugs, though I cannot blame Bethesda completely considering I have over 700 mods put into this game. A good amount of them are just patches to work together and updates, things like that. I'm waiting to hear back from my fellow modders and people that know how to deal with issues on Nexus mods, who have been very helpful in the past, because where Torald is, he's sort of stuck right now. These things have happened before, and I'm confident I'll get through it again. It's the joys of modding in a Bethesda game, after all. Yeah, you can have a ton of new content and fix old Bethesda bugs, but every mod risks new bugs. It used to be a real crapshoot 10 or so years ago, but now mods tend to work with other mods, and people will report it if they don't. The good mod authors go out of their way to make sure their mod is compatible with the other well-used mods, and if not, they or someone will make a patch to make sure it does. Vortex, my mod manager, will also show any mod conflict between them and which mod should go where in the loading order. It's been much simplified and less risky to your save game these days. That doesn't mean no issues will come up. There's always a small chance something will. I hope you guys enjoyed that letter from Hafnar. That was a lot of writing and editing to get that done. I only have one sister who is almost 7 years younger than me in real life, so I cannot say I have experience with a brother who isn't easy to get along with. Okay, so there's an important poll in which you can vote for the future of my channel coming up on November 20th, 2024. It will be up for the whole week as usual, so make sure you vote.